You gotta try hard to quiet your mind at this point. Let me repeat that. You have to try so hard to quiet your mind. It is the one thing you need to do. You are suffering, right? You are suffering, seemingly. It seems as if you are suffering. Actually, there is no suffering. There might be pain, but it's not even pain, only if you call it pain. The only thing that's there is the whole experience as such. And you think you are the person of this whole experience. So you have separated one part of it, called it a person, called it a body, called it a mind, called it a soul. You separated it, and it wasn't even you, it was your thoughts doing their own thing. Thoughts were there, they separated one thing out of the whole experience, called it you, etc., etc. I lost track of where I was going, but you need to quiet your mind. Trust me, you need to quiet your mind so you can be present with people. You want to be present with other people. And you want to listen while being present and meditate on their ego. You want to let people be in their ego, be unconscious, speak their minds, speak their thoughts, their unconsciousness. You want to let them be in their ego, and you want to sit there on a fucking quiet mind. And you don't want to speak as much. You don't want to speak a lot, almost none of the time. But sometimes, when it feels right, you want to speak. You want to say, yeah, or just reaffirm them. But you want to stay super quiet inside, and you want to just be present, be fully present. Because the last days, which don't exist, there is no last days, only the now exists. But for the story, I must say the last days, okay? But there is no last days, there is only the now. So in the last days, I managed to quiet my mind at times, but I noticed, not I, that's my ego, right? I don't exist, there's just the now. There is just the now, that's all there is. And the thoughts, they are just, part of the whole now. There is no separation, no separated me. There is just the now. So the last days, I'm only saying this so you get the narrative. This is all illusions. The last days is an illusion, I is an illusion, and everything. But yeah, the last days I managed to quiet my mind, and then I noticed that when I was with people, I would speak to them. And for example, I met one person, I'm not going to say who it was, and the person got pretty excited, and then I allowed myself to get excited, and then I felt pain or discomfort, physical discomfort, and I accredited that to the vibe of the interaction. And then my ego, my illusion thought, how can I bring more presence into conversations when I have to talk to people? Like, how can I bring more presence when I have to talk? Because talking is the opposite of presence. It's being in the mind, it's being in the illusion. So how can I do that? And then a thought popped up later, and it said, you just gotta stay more present and not jump on the excitement train as much. Let them speak. Stay calm, stay present, observe them, being present, listen to what they're saying, being present. Don't comment with your mind, stay quiet, stay silent. And only at times or when they ask questions, speak to them. And you don't want to be like speaking super slow, like stay as a human, but don't fully jump on their vibe. Stay present, because being present is a whole vibe. You will be in the whole vibe of presence. That's the vibe you will get from staying present. And when they ask, of course, you're gonna speak. And sometimes when you feel like it, you're gonna say yeah, or okay, okay. But you're not gonna, tap into your illusion as well. So that brings more presence. And then what my illusion says in illusory words, like my eye illusion, speaking illusions, which are words, but still what came up was this, and it says, or what comes up is this, and it goes like, when you stay present with others, your nervous system is very regulated, grounded. You are very content and in a very good vibe because of the presence. And then their nervous system also regulates like a tuning fork. And then they heal and you heal. And you kind of heal through the presence that you exercise. So it's all about presence / quieting the mind overall. And if you feel physical discomfort, because this is just an illusion I'm gonna say now, but physical discomfort isn't separated from the whole, but now I'm speaking as if it was separated from the whole. So this can be creating more misunderstandings, but it's impossible to not, so let's just go with it. I'm just reminding all the time that this is illusions. The physical pain or discomfort someone feels is not separated from the whole, it is one of the whole, so that is another illusion. It's so hard to speak with illusions about illusions of illusions. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just gonna say it as if I was totally unconscious. When you feel physical discomfort around someone, you can heal that by staying present, and it will go away over time because you just stay present. And then they catch the vibe of being grounded, which comes from the presence. And then your vibe and their vibe in conjunction becomes whole, healthy. So then your physical discomforts will cease over time. It won't be immediate. So don't let your ego trouble you, bother you, or say stuff like, this is making me sick. No, you have to heal it. I don't know if that's true actually. That might be another illusion. It is an illusion because it is words. It's already 100% an illusion. But it might be even more wrong than only being an illusion. It might be so far from the truth. And my I, which is an illusion, which is my ego, is speaking complete bullshit right now. Like, all I want to tell you is become present, quiet the mind. And when you are present, things around you will change. Might change. You want to stay present with people. It does help them become better. I hope this is not absolute nonsense I'm talking. Maybe I'm just imagining stuff. But one thing might be real. When you don't resist the now, when you allow whatever is, meaning, because when you're present and you don't comment with your mind on what is, then you don't have resistance, right? You don't say this shouldn't be like this, it should be like that. You don't think, so you don't have resistance. You allow whatever is to be whatever it is. So then you become fine and whole, and even your discomfort is accepted, and it might cease to be. But this shouldn't be the goal. This shouldn't be the goal. But it might be a byproduct. At least that's what I experience. But even if that would not be possible, it's still better to be present than living in the mind. Even if you could not heal through presence, or maybe wait, if you could not heal through presence, then I probably would choose thinking. I don't know. That's just my ego speaking. This is also misleading because I'm chronically switching back and forth between explaining the illusion of the I and the words and actually speaking. Not gonna lie, this talk kinda sucks. But yeah, it is what it is. I guess it is divine because this is what is now. There is nothing else here. This is what is. This is the real deal. The ego might say this sucks, but it is that. This is that. Okay? This is the one now, the whole. There's only now. So the now is the whole. And whatever is in the now, it is God, so to speak. You cannot be present and say, this is not God, this is God, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is not good. You cannot, when you're present, then there is the now. Be still and know that I am God.